Good morning. For those who don't know me, my name is Jeannie, and I'm a storyteller of my life. I'm a home economist, and I'm a wellness advocate, and I'm an advisor with the angel cards. I use 5-6 decks of cards, and I give advice, and I do that by donations, which you will find in my Cash App in my description. This is like the third time I'm trying to make this video today, and it seems like the phone just stops, like, don't tell the universe. But the part why I tell my stories is because I want my children to know what makes me me. And I also know that there's many people out there who suffer the same things that I suffered. And they have the same learning curve that I had. So I am a teacher by heart, so I want to tell my stories. And I would like for you to like, thumbs up, subscribe, and to share my stories, because you never know. Maybe something I say will help someone, or you can repeat what I said and help somebody else. You know, in this world, we are one. And so I'm going to tell my hard story, and I'm going to do my best to sing my song, to dedicate it to my Michael. I do research for people and things like that. I have a lot on my table right now to do. Today is the 19th of October, 2022. My sweetheart died in September on the 20th. So I am still having a hard time. But what I like about coming on YouTube is I smile. And that is important. So now to tell my story. It's about my boyfriend was a pedophile. My very first love. Did I know the definition of love? I doubt it. And then I want to touch a little bit on parent responsibilities. I think I finished telling the stories of how I wound up living with my father. Now, my mother was middle class. My stepfather was a fireman. We lived in a nice house. Everything was good. I got my religious foundation. My mother took the time to teach me the gospel, which I am very, very thankful for, because it helped me survive during my teenage years, knowing that there was a God. And he really did love me, even though sometimes I would say, God, why did you do this? Why is this happening to me? But I'm not the only one. You know. But anyway, my very first boyfriend was the brother of my Aunt Wanda, who was married to my daddy's brother. So, was this a family affair? He was trusted member of the family. He could do no wrong. Just come on in. Now, I was going through a transition because I left a good, stable home, and I came to a home. My daddy's Native American, and most Native Americans have the problem with alcoholism, and my daddy wasn't any exception. And he was a jack of all trades, and he was a master of none. And we moved a lot, and life was very disruptive. So you can imagine I was having a difficulty time adjusting. Oh, but there was Daryl. Now, I was full busted, got the cute little figure, got the cute little face, but I was 12 years old. And this man, this trusted member of the family, came to me and cuddled me and cared for me and loved me and used me. And then he was gone. My heart was broken. But anyway, we did catch up with him again. And we went to my Aunt Wanda's house. And I guess it was family reunion or something. I don't really remember. I remember cooking a lot of eggs. But we all slept on the floor. We had our pallets and we laid down and went to sleep. In the middle of the night, one of these men decided that I was good for tasting. He didn't get his way, thank goodness. But can you imagine that if he would have got his way, does he think nobody would have heard? We're all sleeping side by side, basically, and he's coming into my bed, and he wants to taste my sweetness. Well, when everybody woke up, would they want to taste my sweetness too? So I was blessed that night. I do believe that he did not get his way. And I got blessed because eventually I didn't go back to that place anymore. That was the last time. No, that wasn't true. That wasn't the last time. I did go back. And I went back maybe 6, 7, 8 months later. And I saw the love of my life. And I went, ew, what is that? So I guess I didn't need him anymore and he couldn't manipulate me anymore. But he was a grown man. And I was a child. Did my daddy not care about my actions, my whereabouts? My daddy worked, my daddy drank. He had other daughters. So I don't know. But, you know, I had a daughter. And when I was 26 years old, I decided to go back to school and to get my education. And I went to school for home economist, but I didn't choose my major. I wanted to be a nurse. But my husband said that I was too stupid to be a nurse, so I needed to be a home economist and learn how to cook. I tell you, home economists don't teach you how to cook if you're going to college. They teach you where things come from and how to experiment with them, but they don't teach you how to cook. But my blessing was that I took child development classes. And I learned how to be a better mother. And that was really good because my whole life changed in the way I disciplined my children. It was for the better. And all the mistakes that I was making, I was no longer making. You would think that my mother would have taught me these things, but my mother deserted me for the first time. Well, not even for the first time. She deserted me a lot. But She deserted me when I was 12. She was having marital problems and I was in the way. So daddy gets me. But that's enough of that story. When I protected my children, like Donna. I didn't let her date. And if she did have something to do, she was always escorted. She was never left alone to fend for herself. So maybe I overprotected her. But at 16, you're really not, you're just getting ready for your first date. You're getting your talks and stuff. Don't do this and don't do that. But Donna was lucky. She got her own pedophile. Sneaking out the window. I hammer up the window. And I was always on top of things. If she was doing something, I was standing behind a tree and watching her and saying, why did you do this and why did you do that? Where she found time to get with her pedophile, I don't know, and I don't know where she found him. But she did run away with him. And I called the police and said, my daughter's missing. And they go, so what? She's 17. She's too close to 18 for us to bother with her. Now, I do support the boys in blue, but some of them are bad seeds. And I think as a community, we need to protect our children too. And my daughter, she did get the protection she needed. And but she got it through lies and deception. And she ruined the family name. But I got her back. And the mother of this pedophile, this 25-year-old man, she walks into my house and she says, how dare you? You're the most terrible mother I've ever seen in my life. Why was I a terrible mother? I wasn't allowing her son to screw my daughter. I should have put him in jail, but I didn't. I think she begged me too much because I stood my ground and says, he's a grown man and he's messing with my child. And I think what bothers me the most now, this new normal we have, I reject it. And I think parents should stand up for their children. I think parents should let their children be children. I think they should let their children be teenagers. I mean, we're the ones who brought them into this world. And we are responsible for them. And we have to teach them. When a child gets to a certain age, they think they know everything. And so it's kind of like we have to overpower them. But we have to overpower them with love and logic. And say, if you do this, you get these consequences. I love you, so you can't do that. I mean, pedophiles are going to find their way. They've even found their way into our school systems. We're not supposed to be teaching our children how to do it and what position is better than the other positions. We're supposed to be protecting our children from this. Sex can be a dangerous game to play, and it can be devastating to your child, whether your child is a girl or a boy. I have a very strong opinion, but I really don't want to get into it. But my story was my first sexual experience, my first taste of love was given to me by a pedophile, a man who loved children. I look into the faces of these 12-year-olds, and they're so innocent and they're so sweet, and I'm going, how did this ever happen? I look into a face of a 16-year-old girl and go, how could she be pregnant and be a mom? How? We haven't got the education we need to be a teenager. How can we be a sex partner and be a mother? Parents, you need to take care of your babies. And hopefully, they will take care of you in your old age. I've told this story. I think the first time I told this story, it was really better than this time of telling it. But I've made it through. And so, anyway, I would like for you to subscribe, share. And if you need essential oils, I'd like for you to go to my link below. If you need some advice, please let me know. I am doing some research for some people, which I'm going to be posting later. I just having a hard time right now, and I love coming online because I smile. I smile at you. I smile for me. And I'm looking for my song now, and now I can't find it. Okay, this is dedicated to Mike. I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of the old jukebox. And when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone calling, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Hey, mama, can your daddy come home? I'm living a fast and dangerously, and I got plenty of company. When the moon comes up and the sun goes down, that's when I see the lights of the town. 'Cause I'm a honky-tonk man, and I can't seem to stop. I love to give the girls a whirl to the music of the old jukebox. But when my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone holler, hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Oh, I am not having any luck with this song. Didn't have it with the other videos. I'm not having it now. I think there's something wrong with the internet, because it keeps cutting me off here and it's cutting me off there. But when you think about the song of the honky-tonk man, I'm a honky-tonk man. I like to drink. I love to give the girls a whirl. He's a pedophile. To the music of the old jukebox, because we're youngsters, and we're looking for the adventures of life. And he's a cheater, because hey, hey, mama, can your daddy come home? Now my other phone is singing the song, and this other phone right here is not doing anything. But maybe there's something in the stars, something in the chaos of this world is saying, hey, Jeannie, don't do this video. But this video is part of my life. And it does tell a story that helped mold me in my life. And it even gave me the protective things I needed to protect my children. from what my mother and father didn't teach me. And so anyway, this could be open for a great debate. So if you have comments, if you disagree with me, always feel free to comment. And always remember, you make me smile. You put this smile on my face. And I love you. God bless you.